Hello everyone! We are back in the kitchen again today. I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese with ham. I do it differently than others do, or my own style I guess you call it. I make up a roux sauce first and then add that to the macaroni. Plus I cook the ham differently too than usual. I don't know, my own style I guess too is I boil it first. Seems to work out, and then I'll fry it in the pan. So let's get to it. I'm boiling the water right now. At least I can do that. And I'm using two different types of macaroni shells, I guess. These are medium shells, which I'll probably have to use a couple boxes, because one box isn't going to last that long, or for me it doesn't. And the other one's elbows, so I figured I'd make up these two. I want to make a big batch of it so it lasts for some meals. And that's what I'm using today. Usually I just throw in one box, and I figured I got the other box, I'll throw it in too. And as you can see, the water in the skillet or pan or whatever you want to call it is almost coming up to a boil now. So I'll put the ham in here in a minute. So I'm using ham steaks for this, and I let them boil for a while, probably 10-15 minutes, and then I'll drain the water out and then fry them. They seem to come out better. They're more tender that way. They don't dry out, and that's the way I do it, at least. I don't know how others do it, but yeah, it's how I cook the ham steaks, at least. I'll show you when I'm frying them. They look like ham steaks in a frying pan, but I'll show you. And over here in this pot, I got 3 pots going, is the water for the macaroni. So that's already boiling, and I'll be throwing in the shells here. And what I use to stir with is this slotted type of spoon. It's probably over 20 years old. Still works. You can still see burn marks where you rest it on top of the bowl, but it's good, sturdy, and works out really well for it. And my macaroni is already in, and I just have to stir it up so it doesn't clump together. And as I'm seeing, this is a smaller pot than I usually use, because I usually use the stainless steel one to make the roux in. So I'm making this batch up, and then I'll make up the other batch of macaroni. For the roux part to make, I just put some margarine in there and let that go to a liquid. Then I'll add flour to it, which I'll show here in a minute. I'll add the flour and then mix it and show you. And then you add the flour into about that mixture, like it's a little chunky. And my lens is fogging up. But then you stir in the milk, and you want to get all these clumps out, and mix it, mix it well together with the milk, and bring that up to a boil. So you want to keep stirring this and keep breaking up, what clumps you can. I should have stirred it more. But once it gets more milk in here, it'll break down and incorporate it with the milk, so you won't have all these lumps, and it'll make a nice roux sauce for your macaroni. I forgot to mention, it's like a couple good heaping tablespoons or more of margarine I put in there. I just throw in a couple scoops. And flour is probably 1/3 of a cup, maybe. I don't know, enough to incorporate it. And then once you put the milk in and let it boil, if it isn't thick enough, then you can add more flour at that time. You know, that's how I usually judge it. Is if it looks like a good thick sauce afterwards, I'll add more flour. Or if it's not thick, you know. So I don't know how to, you know, I don't measure. I just throw it in, you know. So that's how I cook it, at least, you know. Us single guys, you know, we don't measure, we just throw it in there. And for the ham steaks, I just grill it up just a little bit, or fry it up. So there's just a slight color to it. You don't want it burnt. I already shut the heat off and let the rest of it cook out, but that's how I like mine, at least. It's just a touch of color to it, and so you know, so it doesn't taste like charcoal. And for the meat, I like to just cut it up in little chunks. So, and then I'll throw that after the sauce is done. When this becomes boiling, you want to shut off the heat really quick, or it'll boil over really quick. It only takes like 30 seconds or less than that, maybe 15, for the milk to expand out of the pot. So right now it's liquid, and I'll probably have to add more flour, which I kind of knew and I didn't. You never know each time you make it, but you know, yeah, it's not thickening up enough, so I'll add more flour and it'll thicken up. So it thickened up some more. I put some more flour in, and it's not too bad. I had to take a whisk and get it incorporated. A spoon wasn't doing it, so I figured I'd try a spoon at least. But yeah, it's not that bad right now. And next I'll add the cheese. You add the cheese right into this mix. Oh, I forgot to say, this is just like a simple white sauce, I guess. I've used it for years, and it works out really well. Once you put the cheese in here, it'll thicken up, you know, even, and it'll give it some taste. Right now it tastes like, I don't know, flour and milk. Couple good handfuls, and all you do is, you know, mix it up, melt the cheese in there, and incorporate that with the sauce, which doesn't take long. I already turned the heat off, and this is the residual heat in the pot doing the melting, because that's all you need. And it's a big bag of cheese this time because I wanted it really cheesy. I'm using mozzarella. I don't know. It was on sale years ago, but it's been in the freezer, and I figured, oh, I'll make this and I can show everyone the way I make it, at least. See, it's already pretty much melted in there, and that's only a couple scoops. I've got quite a bit more to go. So let me incorporate everything in, well, at least the cheese, and then I'll show you. I don't need to show you each scoop by scoop, because all it is cheese melting. Well, you can't really tell, but it's all melted, incorporated. And with this, you just throw in the ham and throw in the macaroni. That's simple. And the ham goes in, you mix it all up. Oops. Now. And I don't think my macaroni is going to all fit in this. I guess I'll have to mix it up in the bowl. But that's how it goes, you know. One pot for sauce and one pot for elbow macaroni. Oh well, It's sometimes you know, you can fit some in. I just wanted to make a good pot of sauce to go with it. Well, hopefully you enjoyed today's cooking video. I figured, oh, it's something different. Every now and then I'll throw in a cooking video. And yeah, it's hot in here. I'm sweating. So thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. You can always use new subscribers. And as always, thanks to my regular viewers for commenting and for thumbing up the videos. So thanks for watching.